Greetings. Damon? 8 never had a chance. 8 never had a chance, I'm sorry. I get that. And let us be on our way. Hopefully everything looks good. Let me see. Everything looks fine. Got everything out of the way. And I'm playing 10 before 9 today because I want the break of not having to narrate everything. That way when I go back to 9, I'll be ready to narrate again. Cause you know, I'm not the greatest reader. Okay, I would like... We're gonna play it the real way. I know the expert's fear of I need the break of having to read everything. Hey Ducky, how you doing? Had I realized we watched this intro twice, I was like, ah, crap. I would have played the intro while stream was starting, my bad. Hope you guys are having a good one, though. I don't like to skip. I'll just leave it. You know what? Square Enix can copyright claim the intro of this stream twice. They will get these streams because of the music no matter what. But Final Fantasy VII, actually, believe it or not, we got for one of the streams for 2 minutes of just one song. So, like, for some reason, me yapping over Final Fantasy VII was enough, even though usually we get claimed all the time when we play it with RuneScape and stuff like that. So, here's hoping. Sorry that I am a yapper, but it's strategic yapping. This game is just one of those games that there's not gonna be another Final Fantasy X because Final Fantasy X really is one of those things that, like, it just blew the doors and blew the water out of it, blew everything out of the water, blew the doors off everyone. And there's not gonna be a breakthrough like this again.
This may be our last chance.
God, this was when PS2 just also was like, PS2 was great before Final Fantasy X, but then Final Fantasy X basically exploded and everybody basically figured out, ah, now I know what to do with PS2. And it wasn't just RPGs, it was like the moment Final Fantasy X happened, everybody figured out PS2. It was really weird, but also really awesome. Like, the moment we started seeing people like this, everybody's game started looking like this. It was great. I hold this game a special place in my heart, and also, like, these weird little maps of Xanarkand 2 are also really neat now. Thank you. I've actually noticed there's been a couple people watching the stream of Final Fantasy VII. That's usually a first for me. Most people don't watch my VODs after. Thank you. I hope they're okay quality enough. I'm not a rich streamer and I don't have that good of a computer or that good internet. I'm doing my best. Doing my best as a hobby streamer.
Can I have your autograph?
Of course.
Of course.
With your very awkward voice acting. Am I gonna leave you hang on, which one's canceled? Oh, delete. I gotta go over here to delete. I'm gonna be immature for a moment. Ah, this is great. I am a grown man, but I regretted not calling Sid Shid in Final Fantasy VII, so titties.
To worry about.
The perfect
if I score
one.
a goal, I'll do this. That will mean it was for you, okay?
I realized the implications of him being named Titties right at this scene as well. My bad. It's still funny because I always call him that. Hey kids, how about you?
Can you sign this?
Of course.
No prob.
Just be sure your mom doesn't see it.
Please?
You, I think you're an orphan, so I think it'll be alright.
Two!
You,
Take it
be
easy.
sure to show your dad. He'll be very proud of this one. That way he can auction it off on Xanarkin eBay or whatever it is. Alright, guys.
Well, gotta go. Cheer for me.
And now,
2, 3. Teach us how to blitz!
Hey, I got a game to play.
Then teach us after.
Maybe tonight, well, you
I'm gonna
can't-
be real. The Xanarkin logo and stuff,
I
I would
mean,
kill to just have a
tomorrow.
black shirt or whatever with, like, the Xanarkin logo. Like, for
Promise.
real. I would rep so many game merches if they were just like a logo shirt or whatever. I don't need full on like fan art like shirts or whatever, but logos like that, hell yeah. That shit would be awesome. Actually, that'd be actually a really good bumper sticker to put on my car. I got all this space and I own my car. You know what's sad? Now that I think about that, I ordered Moonanite bumper stickers before COVID, and I never got them. That was $4, but damn it, never got my $4 bumper stickers of the Moonanites.
I was in a coffee shop running away from home when I heard the news. Our hero, checked, gone, vanished into thin air. My dad must have been his biggest fan. I knew how sad he'd be. Heck, we all were that day. Zanar, I says to myself, what are you thinking? I went running straight back home. We sat up talking about Jack all night. My dad and I never talked.
Make way,
Boo.
make way.
I like
Coming
that.
through, sorry.
I like that the crowd actually stops you a little bit.
Hey, I'm gonna be late.
Let me through. See you
Hey,
later.
Let go of me.
See you later. And now, I'm shutting the fuck up. I don't care what game it is. Any type of punch that sends someone flying like that. Good shit. Hey, Mr. Krabs. My opinion of that is that's one of the coolest Sin intros, but also it's the only time he ever shows up with such a water shield around him and stuff like that, and I feel like the other times he shows up and reveals himself, they should have done that again to then reveal Sin. I know they're doing it here just to mask what he looks like, but that's all I'm thinking.
Orin! What are you doing here?
I was waiting for you.
What are you talking about?
And man, this is one of my favorite songs in this game too. Although I did get stuck on Seymour the Second or whatever, and I had to hear it for a long time.
Huh?
It begins.
I'm an idiot. I just recognized his
Don't
freaking
cry.
shirt. I just recognized his shirt. Oh my god, it's been 20-something years. I just recognized who the kid is finally. Like,
What the?
I remember when they reveal it later, but it's like, oh yeah!
Hey!
The hint was in front of me this whole fucking time. My bad.
Hey, not this way.
Look,
That's a cool addition, the water back there. I don't think that's in the original, is it? If it is, I don't remember. But the water being, like, flowing on the bridge and everything like that.
we called it Sin.
Sin?
The third Seymour also got me many times. I have had some times where I had to redo him. He might get us again this time too, because I know what to do, but some of it's like just bad luck. I'm not a completionist Final Fantasy player, because half of the time now it makes the game way too easy. Although it's very cool, it's more like, hey, maybe I would like the game to be a little bit difficult. But not like, you know, fan mod, like freaking hardcore mode, everybody dies and they stay dead mode, things like that either. I just want, like,
You know how to use it.
the regular struggle a little bit. Just a smidge. Usually I find just trying to not grind anymore and plow through it really is probably my best choice. The sword designs are freaking awesome in this game as well. All of them. I don't think there's a single sword design in this game that I don't like. And that goes for Auron and Titus. I mean, titties.
Don't bother going after all of them. Cut the ones that matter and run.
This was also cool, because then you get to see all the turns and everything. Get to learn that the battle system got some changes. This was just good. The game was just so good. The other game that I do have to replay that I didn't like that much is 13. Just the first 13. I gotta give it its fair shake now that it's been like 11 years or whatever, but I didn't like it that much. I feel like I gotta give it another shot though. I did buy it for like $6 or whatever. It was not expensive. I feel I will give 13 a fair try again. Because here's the thing, I beat 13, but I didn't beat 12. I don't like 12 at all, really.
Get out of my town!
Some can't wait to die.
Alright, Auron, take him out. So, Bushido, I don't remember the combination, so I might fuck it up. Yeah, I hit the wrong button. I hit L1, R1. It's because it says RB, LB on PC instead of just R2, L2. I got to... I got to where Gilgamesh is in 12, and I just was like, you know what? I'm just not this good. I'm not good at this game, and I'm not having a good time. If that makes sense. I think all it does is cast Demi, right? Yeah, this thing just casts Demi forever. Get him, titties! It's not like 12 is the worst, it's just... The battles just... Again, I didn't really like it. I think the worst part is, I bought 11, and then I never actually got a chance to really subscribe to 11 and play 11. So I have 11, like, old CDs and stuff like that, and the box set somewhere, and it's, like, completely worthless and useless, and I never even got to play 11. 14, I played a little bit, but I paid for the game on my account that I have, so now I don't get to play free-to-play ever. And I'm like, dude, I just want to play free-to-play 14. I didn't go that far. I'm like level 20. And they're like, no, you need to make a new Square Enix account, and you can't have Final Fantasy 14 on your same Steam account as well. And I'm like, oh, you've got to be kidding me. You want me to make a new Steam and a new Square Enix just to play a new account for free-to-play Final Fantasy 14? No. Come on.
What are you laughing at, old man?
15, I think, is
let's get out of
okay.
here.
Weird expected.
It's just okay.
Give me a break, man.
I had the Ethernet thing for PS2 for a little while, where you could play online, and the main reason was I got Tribes Ascend, which is one of my favorite PS2 games of all time that was really early with the PS2 online. Oh man, was it good. I like that they just beat the shit out of him. Like, just fucking take it all out on titties, why don't you? Stop it! Hey! Knock it off! Oh, I forgot. We're blowing up the machine. My bad.
This could be
Nah, Aaron's gonna tell me. That's right.
that.
Yeah,
What?
got it.
Trust me.
Yeah, that I remember now. Okay, item, hang on. You need to live through this next 6 attacks, though, so... Sorry. No dying in the intro, alright? I loved Tribes Ascend, and it's just one of those games that's... It sucks to know what happened to Tribes 3 and the company now. It's a dead game. It's so dead. It was the most microtransaction to hell piece of shit I've ever seen in my life. Even with the last one being free, when I played it, at its peak, there were maybe 1,000 people online. It was so dead. Dude, stop doing the flickering wings. Like, are you gonna attack me actually? B. Yes, you are. I need a turn to blow up the stupid tanker, man. I just don't need you guys to all gang up on me and kill me, man. Could you both get a turn, please? I'm fine. I think that ought to do it. Nope. Oh, cool. That hitting the thing fucks up with... I should have just hit the thing anyway, because it fucked with the turn order anyway. My bad. Because that did not make sense. I hit, and then I was supposed to be 6 other people, like, attacking me. And now, see, look. Titus was supposed to get hit by 2 people, but okay. I guess I have plot armor right now. My bad. My bad. You gotta remember I played this game with the usually Brady Games guides or Prima Games guides. I'm not good at these games. I'm sorry. Which was the style at the time.
Go.
16 was a game that the only reason I don't like it is because of how much of it is really Game of Thrones. Like, because I was into Game of Thrones, so knowing that they took the inspiration from a Game of Thrones, it's really, really, it's not on the, it's, 16's not like fair. Some of it is literally like, dude, you just copied this bit for bit. So, it's okay, but man, some of it was just like, that's not even your work, Square Enix. Can Final Fantasy XVII have an original story? That's all.
You are sure?
We're going up the butthole. The weird, warpy demon butthole. I hope other people thought that this was the butthole of sin. Like, this is not... This does not look good.
This is no story.
It looks like I'm going up the butt.
It all begins.
Oh my god, I'm going up the chaos. Oh no, I'm getting warped into the time butt! I love these games, and I love taking the piss out of them too every now and then.
Hey!
My old man?
I remember this. This is actually really cool, but... am I... It says A go down, but I'm holding B. I am holding B to go down. Square Enix, you haven't touched your Final Fantasy X HD remaster port in like 8 years, have you? I've owned this on Steam forever, and it's just like, I don't think that you guys have... You released it, and I don't think you guys patched anything at all.
Like, where I was, what I got myself into. I started to feel lightheaded, and then sleepy. I think I had a dream of being alone. I wanted someone, anyone, beside me, so I didn't have to feel alone anymore.
I at least recognize these scenes a little bit more now. Like, that scene, I don't want to spoil anything, but that scene, I can at least say, that wasn't Titus looking at that. That's the first time that I've actually put those two and two together this time. That is now, like, the time that I'm like, oh, I got it. PS2,
Anybody there?
I'd given my copy to a friend, who I'm not friends with anymore, so he's got that. I bought a second copy that was like $8. I played it until the disc does not read on my PS2 anymore. So then that copy's gone. Then I bought this one. And I think I have it on Switch as well. So yeah, I think I got it 4 times too. However, on Switch, I want to say on Switch when it released, it was $20 for like both of them. So it was like a worthwhile purchase to be like, hey, I kind of want Final Fantasy X on Switch. I think it's on Switch. I think. Don't quote me on that. I could be wrong, and I could be misremembering a different Final Fantasy that I bought on Switch, because I haven't used mine since 2018. Mine has been a little kaput and doesn't work in handheld mode. It only works in the dock, and Nintendo would not, they wouldn't repair mine. They said, sorry, it's out of warranty, and it seems like you did something to it. And I'm like, I didn't do shit. It just literally just stopped working in handheld mode. Like, it only boots up when I put it in the dock. It won't stay booted, even though it has battery. Like, it won't stay alive when I'm in handheld mode. It just puts itself to sleep, even though the battery's, like, okay. It's really weird. Like, the screen just doesn't want to work, and, like, maybe the power trigger, like, switch or whatever on top of it is completely fucked. I have no idea what happened, because the only thing that I ever did to that Switch was drop my Joy-Cons once, which gave me drift. I dropped the Joy-Cons, not the Switch. I dropped them when they were in the, you know, the little controller thingamajig. that you get with the Switch. I dropped them in that, and it just completely fucked my Joy-Cons. But I never had a problem with, like, my Switch, and then it just... one day, I was like, oh, okay. It's my one thing that it's really bothered me about Nintendo. It just... stinky. Battery too loose on it. That might be it. The upside is I haven't... because I don't use the Switch and I'm not too worried about it, I do believe I don't have to worry about, like, ever buying anything on Switch again. Because I probably just don't need Switch anymore. I'm not gonna get Switch 2 because there's not really anything on Nintendo anymore that I care about. There's a lot of I'm in my indie phase where if I want, like, let's say a new 3D Mario, I kind of just go look at indie games and see if someone's made a 3D platformer, because Mario Odyssey kind of was blah. So it's like, I'm just like, hey, Nintendo, you had your time. I don't hate you that much, but I don't like the Switch anymore. So anytime I go back to Nintendo, I just go back to your old games. I feel like their old games, they just, because the way the games had to be made, and it's like you had to be number one. You had to be groundbreaking. They were really good. Now that they're just like kind of lazy and they don't have to capitalize on any of that, Mario Odyssey was really safe and kind of boring. I apologize if there's Mario Odyssey fans or whatever, but I didn't like it that much. There were a couple worlds that I liked. I think you half my HP every time. Yeah, you have. The best part is there's plenty of games that I've also missed out on that are gonna be streamed this year. Here's the one. This is absolutely the one game that every Final Fantasy fan in here, you guys are gonna go like, what the fuck are you talking about? How? I didn't play Final Fantasy VI. I'm sorry. So 7 was my first because I was 7 years old when 7 came out. 6 I tried emulating on computer on ZSNES, you know, in like 1999, but I never really got more than like 2 hours into it. And I only know what Kefka does, and I only know about Ghost Train. I don't know anything else about the game. So, I've just left it as like, hey, I'll go replay that someday and really play it.
And into the freezer.
That'll be this year. Yeah, I mean American Final Fantasy 3. I did play 3 on DS, and that was also awful. 3 on DS was horrible. Like, it was 3 on DS, the real 3, not Final Fantasy 6. Real 3, that was horrible. That was a bad game. There's no justifying those early levels just being, hey, your party might die because fuck you. Like, literally, 3 was horrible. But I will play 6 this year. Because there's other games, the other games on the list of, like, games that I never played that are gaming sins. I have committed huge sins. Deus Ex 1 and Morrowind. And Final Fantasy 6. So those are 3 huge sins for gaming. Absolutely. So I'm gonna have to... Can I go? Oh, I know where they are. I'm gonna have to remedy my mistakes. Morrowind, I probably won't beat, but I need to play it. It says B examine. My controller is A. So, thank you, Final Fantasy 8 HD or whatever, for thinking that I'm using a not Switch controller or something like that, and also getting the buttons completely wrong. Because here's the thing: if it thought I was using a PS4 controller, it would have different controls. I think it thinks I'm using Xbox. Maybe. Which is funny, because I haven't had an Xbox controller plugged into Steam for a while. I usually use the Xbox One only for PS1 and PS2, because it has Rumble. But then on Steam, Rumble never seems to be implemented on PC, so I don't bother. You don't beat Morrowind when you just play it. Got it. Oh wait, I went back the way I came. I'm sorry. It's this way. Absolutely saved. You can see that I've had one file before. There we go. Obtain flint. Is there anything else in here? No. Now what's funny is these rooms, I kind of like these rooms because they're just kind of jam-packed with a bunch of crap. And you kind of can't go anywhere in them. So they're like, yeah, you know what? We can just kind of have the camera be over here, fill the front with a bunch of shit, and then just make sure Titus doesn't go back there. Great. I love some of these maps like that where it's just like, hey, you know what? Don't put any more effort into it. Because I know this was rushed a little bit, you know? I love those moments, though, where it's like, yeah, you know what? Just fake this map. Just fake just this one. It's not that important. He comes in here for 2 seconds. I love that shit. Some of my favorite crap in a game. Especially because someone had to slave away to make that map that I'm only in there for those 2 seconds. This shit is also, like, these, like, little camera things as well. These are also way cool because
I need food.
This was... We didn't normally have a whole map to look up and camera pan at, too. So this was also...
What do you want?
I realize it's a bunch of dev wankery, but I enjoy it.
It was
I
a
enjoy
bad
it a
call.
lot.
Your team lost
I'll
because
be
of you.
right back.
You came to say that?
The battle will start, probably.
It's been 10 years. I thought you'd be crying.
Who? Me?
You cried.
I think everybody here has already played this game at least, but what I'll do is I'll say, hey, if anybody's watching this or you are watching right now and you don't want a spoiler, I will spoil in a couple seconds or whatever what I was saying about that kid.
Hey,
So like
wait,
3,
wait.
2,
Don't go out on
1,
me.
spoiler. I didn't realize that that's
Just hold
Ultima,
on.
or not
I'll get
Ultima,
more wood.
Bahamut. I didn't realize that's Bahamut. I didn't recognize his shirt having the Bahamut halo. I was like, oh yeah, I recognize him as the NPC later, but I never recognized the shirt icon. I never recognized that. There's the spoiler. Spoiler done, you don't, we're all done. I never realized that was Bahamut until I saw the back of the shirt. I remember him when we get to him later, but I in these moments I never remembered it. I'm really an idiot. I'm really an idiot. No joke. I've completely missed that. I completely missed that. And that's why we replay these old games. Because I completely missed all these things, and I've played this game so many times. It's so fucking cool. I don't care. I think it's cool that I missed this and I figured it out, but also, don't make fun of me for missing it. I'm observant on some things, but I'll completely miss other stuff.
You on my side? Cool.
For a second, I thought her ass was out, like, her bare ass was just straight out for a moment. When I was a kid, I was like, girl, are you? I was like, did you just show up with no pants? that was me as a kid. I was like, did you really? Let's get some more fucking grenades from you. Although I only get to use you a little bit. Oh Oh no, you couldn't steal anything. Damn, girl. Oh, I'm gonna have to use it, I think. I guess it's not gonna let me. I'm just gonna use it. I thought it let me gather a bunch of grenades, but maybe it's because I'm in the HD we can't do that. I don't know. Because I usually remember gathering like 5 or 6 before we move on. And I thought her butt was just, that was her butt at first. I am forever a Tifa stan, and it surprises me that the remake is so bad that, like, nobody cares about it.
Close.
But I'm like, Tifa, why doesn't anybody care about Tifa?
Hey, let me go.
Like, Tifa, you could punch a nuke right through me, girl.
Fed! Trivita Grisa!
I realized that
Fapuneket Fedrit!
there was no New Game Plus. Maybe I beat it, but I didn't get all the way through the cutscenes and I quit or something.
Kuno.
Sorry. Because I know I have some Albed primers, but I guess I didn't. When I started the game, it said new and load. So maybe I beat it, and then I just never sat through the credits because fucking Yu Yevon takes forever. Now that I think about it, that's what it is. I got to Yu Yevon and I said, you know what? I was not even streaming. I was just playing. I said, I'm at Yu Yevon. This is the worst. I'm gonna be sitting here for 45 minutes fighting this guy with the summons and just killing them. Yeah, no, I'm out. I remember now. Last time I played this game, I got to Yu Yevon and I said, I'm not sitting through this again.
Kid, Daija.
Oh shit.
Hey, that hurts.
Musujek, right?
Whoa.
I remember I definitely skipped it specifically because I was like, I probably am not going to use New Game Plus. But then now I realize I forgot about Albed primers. My bad. To help if you make yourself useful.
Right, whatever. I said I don't understand.
Actually, okay, he actually made that a little clearer. I got that one.
You
He
can make yourself useful.
You understand me?
I mean, I got it the
All
first
right,
time a
I'll
little bit.
work.
But the second time with the goggles, yeah. Alright, here we go.
Oh, almost forgot.
Almost forgot. Using the sphere grid. Alright. Yes. Oh, you're really gonna give me the tutorial? I don't get to skip the tutorial. No! Oh, whenever I get to the, the underwater fight of this game. Oh, yeah. The undead... God, what is it? I know the name of the dragon. The zombie one or whatever. Oh, yeah, I just freaking cast Phoenix Down or Life on it immediately. Like, no. I am not fighting the underwater dragon boss. I am not doing that. No. Just like in Final Fantasy VII, when you get to Gi Natak or whatever, and he's a zombie or whatever, yeah, you know what I'm doing? I'm just gonna use an elixir on you and insta-kill you. That's what you get for being a zombie, dumbass. Like, I guess you shouldn't have been- guess you shouldn't have been a zombie. I like that she has her other profile pic. I might not go for many ultimate weapons because they're usually pretty hard, and I kind of suck at the minigames. Usually I go for instead just like whatever 1 AP and I think it's 1 MP or like instant attack or like triple attack, things like that. I usually go to make my own ultimate weapon instead. If that makes sense. Because I usually go by the... I know there's those weapons that have 4 empty slots. And I usually just go buy those and I make whatever I want for each character and give them first, or initiative, 1 MP, and then whatever else for both of them. I remember I usually do that. Because it's also
Sounds of
really
ancient ruins right
freaking
beneath
awesome
us.
to do that.
It's not active now, but there should still be some power left. We're gonna go down there and activate it. And then we should be able to salvage the big prize.
Also, I've never done Lulu's. I've got
let's get to
the
work.
item. Like I've usually
Roger.
gotten the items and stuff, but I've never actually used them. Yuna we might get, I think, and do automatically. The thing is, I don't remember what her ultimate weapon is off the top of my head, even in the first place. These oh, can we just oh, we're going down this way. Okay. Those 4-slot weapons are amazing. Oh. Okay, so I'm going down this way, but then I gotta hold up? That's a little silly. I can't blame the HD remaster on that, but Square Enix, I was holding down and then the map changes to go the other way. That's bad. Don't do that. Don't do that. I hate when you do that. Yeah, certain ones unlock the damage limits, yeah. I do know that. However, some of the game with the damage limits is okay. Like if you're gonna do, we might try to go do Ultima and Omega Weapon or whatever. I remember them not being that hard. It was just I needed to grind at the start quite a bit before we did that. If I'm not mistaken. Because I used to grind, I think, at the Omega Ruins entrance, like right by the save sphere, like all the time. I could be wrong. It might be a different map in there that I have to go to. Tidus, Titties, I'm really not sure you should have been the one doing that. Now that I think about it, why wasn't Riku the one pounding on the computer screen? That was absolutely... Tidus, what were you doing, girl? I think I've done maybe 1 or 2 Dark Aeons, but I've never been one to do that much of the extra side content in this game. Only because, it's not because it's bad or whatever, it's just whenever I play this game, I go, ooh, I want to play Final Fantasy X. And then I do exactly the same game that I normally do every time. I like that this looks like a Materia reactor, and then we never touch on these, like, things again, really. This part, like, right here, I think they bring it up, like, vaguely, but they don't ever talk about this part again. Even when we come back. I think it's a little weird. This is one of those moments that I think was just, they left it in, but something got cut. Something got cut here, but I like it. I like that it just looks like it would be like a Materia reactor or something like that. Now, don't get me wrong, I could be wrong and I'll remember when we come back here way, way later, but I'm pretty sure nothing else really comes of here other than, getting anima and stuff like that. Oh wait, not here, I mean, that's the other dungeon. So no, we don't ever come back here. We don't come back to this place at all. That's right. This isn't the Geosane Geo Cave. Actually, why don't you... I don't want you to stand by, actually. I want you to heal yourself. Yeah, we don't come back here, that's right. So, like, this place is just completely... It's cool, but completely unexplained. Also, I do believe that electricity should be killing, like, all of us right now. Like, I think it's cool and everything, but, underwater electricity, yeah, no. This stuff's actually cool. Again, like, this is all showing off, but I love it. Like, look at our new battle system. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. I want all of you to look at it. I am not joking. If Final Fantasy XVII said, I'm going to make a turn-based RPG with the most cool-ass graphics and shit like that, but it's gonna be like Final Fantasy X's battle system or whatever, like a turn-based thing like this, I would buy whatever exclusive system it's on immediately, because it's finally what I want in the goddamn series. I want you to do Final Fantasy X, but even more, like, crazy turn-based. That's it. Still make it turn-based. That's all you have to do. We need the Final Fantasy, like, tropes and identity part in the game. When you don't do that, it just becomes, well, it's a good game, but it wasn't a good Final Fantasy. And then we always have that complaint, like, it was an okay game, but it wasn't Final Fantasy. It always ends up with that. Like, please, turn-based. Do something turn-based. And even if this means, like, it's like an action turn, where it's like, hey, it's Cloud's turn, and depending on how much stamina you have in your turn bar or whatever, it's like, I've attacked a couple times, I can use an item, I could cast a spell, and then it moves on or whatever, and then you keep leveling up your stamina so that you get more turns per battle or whatever, or more moves per turn. Like, dude, we could totally do that. We could totally do that. So, I think a lot of people would actually realize when I know it sounds weird when I say that, like you're getting a stamina bar where, hey, in the beginning maybe I only get 3 attacks per turn or whatever, and then my stamina refills after I get hit or whatever, and the enemy takes a turn. But hey, that leaves me with, like, what if an item uses 2 stamina? Okay, then I can get an attack and an item out and move on. Enemies could do the same. There's a lot that you could do with that. And Final Fantasy is also, you could do the crazy spells again, the summons, you could do all of the animations the way that we used to as well. It's like the foolproof, idiot-proof way of doing a turn-based one. I hope that they'll, like, try, maybe, or even if they don't, you could do a spin-off and do, like, what Metaphor is doing, which I need to get that game. I have seen what it does. I even though I'm not a fan technically of, like, Persona and Shin Megami or whatever, Metaphor honestly looks like it's done a lot right.
Hey, I helped out, didn't I?
You sleep out on the deck, on the poop deck. Final Fantasy X-3 might come out. I would play that. That'd be wonderful.
Hungry.
And here's the thing. I'm also aware that even if they do that, it's going to be a hammy story. I'm okay with that. I'm already on board with the Final Fantasy X-3 coming out, and it being a very hammy love story again, like Yuna and Tidus trying to reunite or something like that. I'm totally okay with it. It's one of those things that when you made it work in the world already, coming back to it is no big deal.
Hey,
But if it didn't work in the first part, then it wouldn't work. But since it worked in Final Fantasy X, I'm okay if you, like, try to do something with, like, Yuna's still trying to find Tidus or something. I'm totally okay with that. It all depends on, did you do it right in the prequel that you're trying to do the follow-up to? They did it right in this game, so that's why it worked. And X2 is a good game. It's not my favorite. My older brother is
Hello there. What is your name?
a huge speedrunner of X2.
Riku?
Last I checked, he was
understand.
rank 8 of any percent. That was before his daughter was born, though, so my older brother will not be doing any more X2 speedruns, but
Why didn't you say so earlier?
I didn't get
I
a
want to
chance
say he got to rank
Everyone
8,
thought
and then
we
he
were
might be
our
11 now.
We?
Oh, we means you.
Who are you guys anyway?
In the books, got back together, and then they
We're
broke up.
Albed.
Okay.
Can't you tell?
Hey, well, you know what? That's okay.
Wait, you're not
I didn't
an
know
Albed
that.
hater, are you?
I think someone told me
I
that,
don't
but
even
I
know what
didn't.
an Albed is.
I didn't even remember
Where are
that
you
there were
from?
books.
Xanarkin. I'm a blitzball player. Star player of the Xanarkin Abes.
Did you hit your head or something?
You guys hit me?
I like when people try to sin this part when
Oh, right.
they go,
Do you remember anything
no
before
one
that?
recognizes his stuff. I love when people try to sin this part, because it's like, there's a reason no one recognizes his stuff, but we can't talk about it.
So I told her everything there was to tell about Xanarkin.
I should read some of
About
these
life
books,
there, Blitzball, and Sin's attack. And about how Aaron and I were engulfed in this light. I just said things as they came to mind. But then I started to wonder.
Now, the only problem of this
Did
game's
I-
intro
Say something funny?
is basically right
You were
here.
near Sin.
The fact that it takes two sin like
Don't worry,
attacks and
you'll be better in no time.
encounters
They
to
say
get the
it gets
really
funny when Sin
the
is
story
near.
really
Maybe you
rolling
just had some
is a
bad
little
day.
weird. This is the point that I think the game this is where
You
they were
mean
in
I'm
development hell. They
sick?
were struggling a little
Because
bit
of
with
Sin's
these two
toxin,
parts
yeah.
because once we get to Besaid,
sure?
everything seems to be
There
perfectly
is no
fine.
Xanarkand anymore. Sin
Just
destroyed it
these
1,000
two
years
parts.
ago.
Don't they seem a little
So
weird?
no one plays Blitzball there.
Not like a roast. They just seem a tiny bit out of place and unpolished, and then we get to Besaid,
what do you
and
mean,
Besaid just wipes the
1,000
floor with
years
the rest of
ago?
the game, and then the game is totally fine.
But I saw Sin attack Xanarkin. You're saying that happened 1,000 years ago? No way.
It's like once we get this first hour out of the way, Besaid is the moment that it's like, alright, Final Fantasy X has begun, the real beginning is here. Everything, the real graphics, the real everything, the polish is here. I don't know if anybody else agrees. That's just, ooh, Albed Primer. Thank you. Yay! And there we go.
You said... You play Blitzball?
Uh-huh.
A game that I can think of
You know,
actually that does
you
the
should go to
same
Luca.
thing that Final Fantasy X does in the very beginning.
Someone might know who you are.
is
or
actually
you
un-
might find someone you
This isn't meant to be a
recognize.
comparison. This is just a
Luca?
similarity.
Ah.
Duke Nukem Forever. Duke gets knocked out twice in like the first hour of the game, and that just randomly transports you places. Which means they didn't know how to like get you from point A to point B. So, all right, knock the character out.
Okay.
You see?
Leave it to me. I'll get you to Luca.
It's one of
Promise.
those moments that it's like, wait a minute.
You'd rather stay here?
If we need to move
I'll
them,
go tell the
if we
others.
need to
Wait
move
here.
them, and we don't have a description,
Oh,
do it when the
one
screen's
thing.
black.
don't
Do
tell
it
anyone
off
you're from
screen.
Xanarkand, okay? Devin says it's a holy place. You might upset someone.
It's the only thing that
Oh,
I will roast this game a little bit for. I think it deserves that little writing trope of knock the character out, put him in a new place. If you do it back to back to back a couple times, it's like, okay, come on now.
Xanarkin?
You can do it a
Some
couple,
kind of
like you can do it
holy
once or
place?
whatever. That's okay.
Yeah, right, I thought. Since when?
But we'll be at our second back-to-back knockout of
Given?
Titus in
Luca?
probably
I thought
it's
Sin
about an
just
hour.
Took me to a faraway place that I can go back in a day or two. But 1,000 years into the future? No way!
God damn it, Titus. You summoned Sin by kicking the damn boat. If he hadn't kicked the boat, Sin wouldn't know you were there. That was a complete lie out of my mouth, but I still want to believe it. Like, if you hadn't kicked, he would have been like, ah, a vibration in the water. I know where you are.
Etonic! Etonic!
Whoa! Ah!
Like, dude, you should. Oh, that's right. That's Sin Spawn, not Sin. I like that they do the save when I literally just saved before that scene. It's kind of funny. Is it not? Also, Titus, you should be dead. I know you play Blitzball or whatever, but I feel like the one thing here would be flip him around and just have him, you know, wake up facing the sky. That's it. I think it's funny. It's funny. Let me beat up the guy who was just drowning. Hey, your lungs are full of water. How you doing, dude?
Ball.
Hey, you okay?
Hey!
I love you, Waka. I've always loved Waka, even though he's a dumbass simpleton. Mainly because this game at least gives him his story arc and he comes around and stops being a simpleton dumbass. I love you, Waka. You do get your redemption, alright? And you get the hot goth girl with big boobs.
Yo. Hiya.
You wanna try that move one more time?
Finally. Things were starting to look up.
I love this game because the more it's one of those games, it's so good, but once you start looking at it under a microscope or whatever, everything falls apart at the seams, but it's like, I don't care.
Who you
It's
play
so good that you're just like,
Anakin Abes.
I'm just gonna be right here. Chest of the Rightus? Yeah.
for? What team you say again?
I meant, forget that. I got too, close to Sin, and my head's all foggy like. So, I don't know where this place is.
The only thing that I
even
don't
where I
like
came
about the
from.
HD remaster
Since
that I can say right now,
But you're still alive.
I don't like these captions font. That's it. The caption font is a little blah. Because the old
Alright, back
the
to
old
practice.
captions were not outlined this way or whatever, but
I'm Waka.
I think the old captions
Coach
in the
and
game
captain
look
of
a
the
little
Visayas
better.
Aurochs, brother. What? You hungry? Okay, back to the village. I'll get you something.
Alright, cheers to the raid. This was also so cool. It's like also, hey, by the way, swimming in your game. Like, dude, swimming. Swimming. Yeah, the Mooncrest. And I know you can come back. Hey, Waka.
I felt like I could trust this Waka, so I just had to ask.
I think what I also like is I'll wait here.
Now, it's true Xanarkand was destroyed, right? 1,000 years ago? So it's just a big pile of rubble now, isn't it?
Long time ago, there were a whole lot of cities in Spira. Big cities with machina, machines to run them. People played all day and let the machina do the work. And then, well, take a look. Sin came and destroyed the machina cities. And Xanarkand along with him. Yeah, that was about 1,000 years ago. Just like you said. If you ask me, sins are punishment for letting things get out of hand. What gets me, though, is we gotta suffer because of what some goofballs did way back when. Of course, we must always repent for our sins. That's important. It's just that it's hard to keep at it sometimes, you know?
It was just as Riku said. Waka and Riku couldn't both be lying. Why would they?
Now see, here's the thing. Both of them, in bad writing games, if a game was badly written,
Hey, I'm not saying that team never existed,
Waka
yeah?
exposition dumping,
You gotta figure,
exposition
see,
dumping
living in
right here
luxury
would
like
be
that, pretty
seen
soft,
as
eh?
really bad.
I appreciated
But
the
his
fact that
exposition
Waka was
dump
trying
here
to cheer me
is
up.
one of like
But at that
100
time,
points
all I
of
could
view
think
that we
about
get
was
about Sin in this
everything
game,
that happened to
which
me.
is why it
All
works.
this started with Sin.
Instead of
Maybe
just
if I
this
could
one
find
guy
Sin
going,
one
so
more
here's
time,
the
I could
story.
go home.
See ya.
For now, I just live life
Waka
until
is
that time
one of
came.
like
no more worrying
multiple
about where
people
or
who
when
remind
I
you
was.
how their
Sure,
experience
it was
with
hard
Sin
not
is.
to think of home, but I started to feel better already. A little better, maybe.
If you're gonna exposition dump someone's story like that, you gotta remember like Final Fantasy X does. Final Fantasy X remembers all the way through the end of the game. And that's why it doesn't work in modern games when you try to exposition dump and then you go, okay, that's it, and then you never bring it up again. Please
it's
remember
this
to
way.
keep doing that, people. Please remember to keep doing that if you're gonna write RPGs. Please. It makes all the difference. Also, we're in Besaid, which is, this is so fucking cool. This was just, it's beautiful. It's still beautiful to this day. If you made your game in 2025 and you said, hey, these are the best graphics I could do, I'm still buying your game. I don't give a fuck. This looks beautiful.
What's the big idea?
Just shows you art direction, man. Art direction. Isn't there some stuff down there? I know. I think there's like a chest, one chest or whatever, but it's like a high potion or whatever. If I recall off the top of my head, it's not anything like a moon crest. PS2 graphics are basically like the borderline now that I'm like, hey, if your graphics that all you got was PS2, I'm down. Because you can still make PS2 look good. PS3 is actually, like, PS3 and Xbox 360 is usually when I started going, hey, you don't need to go any farther than this, actually. That's at least for me. You don't need to go any farther than what we had on PS3 and 360. It already looks pretty fucking great. Like, let's say, Metal Gear Revengeance still looks pretty damn good. And that game came out, what? I want to say 12 years ago? It's either 12 or... No, 14 years. It's gotta be like 14 years ago. And those environments and those bosses and everything, and just everything I can see in the combat, man.
Let me go.
Got a favor to ask you.
I'm gonna drown you if you don't.
You want me on your team, right?
It's time to drown Titus, or else you join our team.
A major Blitz tournament's coming up. All the teams in Spira will be there. It's so huge, I'm sure someone there will recognize you.
I remember what I was gonna say about Waka.
Then you can go back to your old team, right?
I love that his shoulder
It'll be
pad
fun.
has a
What do
lower
you say,
res
huh?
texture
Come on,
than the
come
rest of his
on.
entire logos and like everything. Leagues 5? Oh
Sure
yeah.
thing.
I did plenty of leagues. I did my Inferno
Our team is gonna
attempts, which
rock,
I
eh?
didn't win, but I fizzled out. I got Echo Hunleaf. I did.
I thought then that Blitzball and Sin were the
I-
only
I
two
got
things
my,
that Spira and Xanarkand had in
um,
common.
What's it called? Last Stand.
I wasn't too far off either.
And then my alt got 2 of his regions and everything. He's in desert and wilderness, but I fizzled out.
This is where I was born. I started Blitz when I was 5. I joined the Aurochs at 13, 10 years ago. 10 years, and we never won a game. Well, after last year's tournament, I quit. Time seemed right.
Hey, I don't mean to hate on Waka, but hey, if you play 10 years with the same team and none of you guys win,
After quitting,
I do
got
want
this new job, yeah?
Yeah, I do want to
But
say
every
good
time
job.
my mind wandered.
Good job
Thought
quitting
about
and
the
getting a
game.
new good job
10 years
quitting
without a single win
the
will
thing
do
that
that.
you're bad at and being a guardian.
My
For
first
real.
match last year was my big chance. But something else was on my mind. I couldn't focus.
Nice excuse.
Hey, hey!
So, you want to win the next tournament? Go out with a bang. So, what's our goal?
I don't care how we do. Long as we play our best.
No, dude, you're in a
We give it our
competition.
all. I can walk away happy.
No. If I say what's our goal,
You-
you say
You
victory.
guys just suck, and maybe you
When you play
weren't
in a
cut out
blitzball
to be in
tournament,
Blitzball if
play
you
to
lose for
win.
10 years straight.
Victory.
I just want to say, if you fail for a decade, maybe you didn't have what it takes. I've played guitar for a decade, and guess what? I'm not a very good guitarist. I haven't given up, but I'm not standing up here going, hey, I'm gonna enter the guitar tournament and go out as number 1, like Waka.
Card. There are fiends on the road today.
After
I do
surviving
love
a run in
roasting
the
Waka
Sid,
for that a
shame
little
something
bit.
happened now.
Waka does deserve a
Who's
little
who in
criticism.
Gotham? Crusaders.
Just a little bit.
Huh?
Cruise of what?
What? You forgot that too?
Yeah, I did.
Hey, sorry. Don't worry about it. I'll help you out.
He's a good guy, though. I like him, though. I like Waka.
In return, come
His
tournament
heart is
time,
in the
I'll
right
make sure you
place, and
take
that's
the
what makes Waka really good, and
About the
why,
Crusaders,
even though
you can
he's
ask them
a
yourself.
piece of shit
They
in the
got a lodge in
beginning,
the village.
it works. Man, like, it pains me that when I'm playing these old games from 20 years ago, it's like, wow, all I'm gonna do is love this game and roast new stuff
Got
because
any
new
food
stuff
there?
isn't this good.
We'll get you something over there later. Take a look around first.
Also, I like that Titus is actually food obsessed for a while.
The Crusaders' Lodge is over yonder. Luzu and Kata are usually there.
Like, I love that he's actually reminding people, like, yes, we're human beings, we need to eat food
Oh,
in a
right.
game still. Like, I like that he's trying to do that too. They don't normally do that.
You do remember the prayer, right?
I don't know any prayers.
Of course, I'd never prayed before in my life. Not that he would know that.
You must have forgot or something. Here, I'll show you.
See, also, Waka's a good enough guy that he knows in this religious world, you might be persecuted if you do not, like, fit in. And he knows right away, hey, I got your back. That's also why he's like, you know what, Waka? Your character's forgiven because they remembered to, like, keep you
now,
a
go
good
present yourself
person.
to the temple summoner.
Any blitzball player would know that prayer. It was the blitzball sign for victory.
I love that he looks at it again too. A couple, like the little attention to detail like that, the little things. When they were writing this, it's everybody was on board with every little aspect. That's why instead of like one person writing the main idea and then like 2 years later, a couple people like messing around with it. That's the problem with now. I'm gonna buy a couple potions. Yeah, just all potions. We need them. Oh, hey, hello. Phoenix Down, thank you. I don't remember if there's like a lot of stuff in here or whatever. I think there's just not much. Guy from the sea, right? Heard about it from Sir Luzu. Nice butt. Odd clothes you got. What land are you from? Girl, your butt is out. Like, calling me odd clothes and just being like, I'm wearing like a construction paper in my ass. Girl. Hey,
Go
Waka!
present yourself to the temple summoner before we eat, yeah?
Okay. I like your house. It looks like actually kind of sweet. Like, I kind of want to sit on that couch over there. However, I feel like you need a TV and you would have a TV even though you are like, oh, Machina's bad or whatever. I feel like Waka would have a flat screen. I gotta watch the Blitzball tournament, yeah? Also, I like that they put effort into, like, see, someone just came into this house. See? Look, NPCs had life. All right, we're going to the Summer's Temple. I don't have to fuck around anymore. It's one of those things that it's like, look at what we can do. Look at what we can do, and it's still cool, man. It's always gonna be cool when you play this game. If you know where this game came from. This is also why I wanted to play
It was
this
them
over 9.
standing in that place.
Just a little bit. I get this presentation, and I do love this game very much. I love 9 very much as well, but I have to voice 9 for everybody, whereas
I began
this
to
one...
realize how different this world was from my own.
9 will be next, everybody. I'm actually not joking. I will probably just keep going with the Final Fantasy like streak that I started since like the beginning of last year or the end of last year. I feel like I'm just gonna keep going.
Since Lord Braska became High Summoner, and finally we receive a statue for our temple.
Oh, what's a High Summoner? I got too close to Sin's toxin.
I also love that they give him this excuse and he remembers, like he figures out right away, like shit, I'm in trouble already.
Make the
like
same excuse over and over. Funny and a little sad.
I'm gonna gush over the
Summoners
writing of this
are
game so
practitioners
much.
of a sacred art.
I'm sorry.
Sworn to protect the people of Yevon. Only a chosen few become summoners, who call forth entities of great power, the Aeons. The Aeons hear our prayers and come down to us. They are the blessing of Yevon.
So what he meant was that we should respect some kind of great men or something like that, I figured.
See, the reason I will praise this game's writing, it's cheesy, but when you commit to the cheese and you go, hey, I have to make cheesy stuff, the game's gonna be cheesy, and then you always just, you don't falter, you keep writing the game the same way, that's how you know. That's how you know, like, hey, then it will stop being cheesy. You have to kind of fake your way through it. Like, the game has been cheesy all the way through, but you know what? It works because every single character is upholding the cheese. And when every character upholds the illusion of the cheese, it's no longer cheese. When every character upholds it in the writing, suddenly it becomes good writing. When one character starts fucking with it, then it starts becoming cheesy again. Am I done?
Sorry, man.
No time for
Take a
lunch?
nap.
Ah, sweet. This game is just so good. Oh no.
You could at least go see how they are doing.
We can't interfere. It's a rule.
But it's been nearly.
Oh no.
But it's been nearly.
It's been nearly a day already.
Perhaps you could go look for us.
People are searching for him now.
Thank you.
Who cares whether he comes back or not?
But he might die.
Fine, let him.
Do you?
This is my one thing that I'll just
You
always
hate him so?
always laugh at, like, him being brown-haired as a kid, like, I need you to understand. Kids who grow up with brown hair that become blonde, don't do it when they're like 12 years old, like Titus right here, okay? That is a grown child who's about to be 13 years old next year, and he's got brown hair. That is the one thing that will always be funny to me. Like, dude, he needed to be like 2 years old to have brown hair and then grow up to be blonde, okay? If you're gonna do that, it's just funny. It's funny. Brown-haired Titus child is very funny.
Is something wrong?
The summoner hasn't returned from the trial.
Eh?
Well, apprentice summoner, really.
Huh?
There's a room in there.
I love that he goes,
Cloister
eh?
of Trials.
Ah?
Beyond is where the apprentice
Oh.
summoner prays. If the prayer is heard, the apprentice becomes a fully fledged summoner. Remember?
So someone is in there somewhere and they haven't come back out. Right, I got it.
A day's already gone by.
Is it particularly dangerous in there?
Sometimes, yes.
No.
Why don't you go in and help?
There's never been
There's already
monsters.
guardians in there. Besides, it's forbidden.
Like, to me, it's just a puzzle that you run around and you go
Hey, but what
sphere
if
to
something
sphere.
happens? What if the summoner
And, like,
dies?
we run around. It's dangerous in there! Not
Like I
really. No, blah, blah, blah. I like that Titus also does this for someone he's never known. It's just like,
This wasn't such a good idea after all.
I feel like they could have added one more line here that would make sense. He's like, I'm lost in this world and I wasn't thinking clearly. Like, if he said that, it would also make more sense a little bit, you know? Because right now, it just seems like he's just like, I'm gonna go help the person. It's like, Titus, we barely know who you are. You don't even know who you are. Why would you do that? That's all. Add one more line and it'd probably be perfect. I do like you though, Titus. It's just right now you haven't given me any reason to make you believe that that you would be this helpful right now. I feel like you would still just be very confused. Oh, can I take this sphere? Oh, okay. Thank you. Now, I'm bad about the items in this game with these dungeons, by the way. So, if I accidentally... I think I'll do, you know, the destruction sphere here on this one, obviously. Oh. Never mind. I did it wrong. There's nothing here, right? There's nothing here. Sphere-shaped, okay. My bad. Can I take you? There we go. For some reason, I thought the door would close when I do that. My bad. Oh. No. Okay. How about... Here. There we go. Destruction sphere, there we go. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, not here. Not here. Is it over here? Not in the door. Are you in here? Maybe. I don't remember. Nope. I'll take that back. Are you up here? Oh, that's just a door. Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay, so, that's destruction. You can go here, I guess. Oh, wait. I lost the glyphs. I was gonna say I was gonna take the glyph sphere out of the door that I just opened, which means I can't do that. Okay. So... Isn't there... Oh. Touch symbols, god damn it. I'm looking for a sphere recess, but I could... My bad. My bad. Oh, God. Oh. Besaid sphere. You're gonna go here, okay, for a moment. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Okay, you go in here, I guess. Maybe I'll try. I'll try it first. Nope. Okay, dokie. Well, wait. The destruction sphere came from the other place, so I guess I'm just gonna put it right back where I got it. Because I guess I'm putting the Besaid sphere right there. Okay, go right back here right now. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Welcome to me not using guides and not remembering this. I hate this. I hate, but... Thanks. Okay. What are you doing? Move the pedestal. Okay. I remember now. Okay, those are gone. I would like to see what's over here. Oh, that's the repeat. Okay. Cool. What about the destruction sphere? No, okay, so... Oh, I think I put it back in the wall that I take the Besaid sphere from, I think. Right? Or wait. Wait a minute. Do you go up here? Did I already try this? I did. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. I think you go in the crazy wall or whatever. Maybe? Because there's nothing I can do with you. I gotta push you onto the... There it is! I knew I needed to do that with you. Somewhere. I know in the future what I will do for the future playthroughs. I am absolutely not gonna make anybody suffer through this again. What I will do is I will look up each little trial thing ahead of time before stream so that we don't have to go through this ever again. I am not about to make you guys suffer like that ever again.
What's gotten into you? Hey, it's okay. Only summoners, apprentice summoners, and their guardians can enter here. It's a tradition, very important.
Especially when we get to the really horrible one, the last one.
Me? I'm a guardian.
A guardian?
Now, my favorite part about him saying this right now is,
Summoners go on a pilgrimage to pray at every temple in Spira.
Everybody else is here. So, Waka, you should have been here. So you saying, I won't be there.
One of them's got a short fuse, and who knows what the other's thinking.
You were supposed to be here,
How
Waka.
we come this far?
Not playing Blitzball,
Might
you
as well
fool.
go all the way.
You're sleeping on the couch tonight, Waka. Just for this.
What are you doing here? Didn't think we'd be able to handle it.
No, it's just... See, I told you she gets mad easy.
Is the summoner all right?
Who are you?
Short fuse, big boobs. My dream woman. Happens to be my type, unfortunately. Also, I know a lot of people probably like don't like Kimahri or whatever. I actually kind of like Kimahri a lot. I know some people think he's like not.
I've done it. I have become a summoner.
They don't like him because he's not useful in the game or whatever, but to me as like a character, I love Kimahri and I love his story arc, okay? I like the
Man, was I surprised.
I like the Ronso
And here
like
I was thinking summoners
village.
were all
I like
users.
them. I like Kimahri, even if I don't use him that much. Kimahri's a good character. I usually just end up using everybody else, regardless of what you can turn him into. It's just because the game isn't that hard to like, oh, I don't need an extra of anybody.
Wait till you see this.
But I like
can't see
Kimahri.
anything.
He's cool.
Ready?
Okay.
This is my only one thing here. Kinda weird song choice. I feel like I would have picked a different song from the soundtrack, but that's the only thing I could think of. However, Valefor, you are such a cool summon. And I love how they do summoning in this game, even if I don't get to use it that much.
I had never seen anything like it in my life. Sure, it was a little scary, but still, I could feel a strange kind of gentleness coming from it.
It's absolutely just, it's cool. You are not getting any funny name or anything.
I remember.
No someone's getting a
that
funny
night,
name because you
we
guys are
talked
awesome.
for the first time.
There's no
I
roasting
didn't
you.
know it then, but after that night, everything changed. For everyone. For me.
Let me introduce you to the team. This guy here wants into the tournament so bad, I let him on the team. His memory's a little fuzzy, so don't mind him if he says anything odd. Come on, say hi.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. However, we're all wearing yellow, so we're good.
Hi guys.
Hey, I like your booty trunks
So
actually.
what's our goal?
Can I have those?
To do our best! Nope, we got a new goal now. Our new goal is victory! To win every match, defeat every opposing team, to bring the Crystal Cup back to our island. That's all we need to do to win. Easy, huh? Victory!
I like that all it takes is just like, nah, you just need a good leader, man. Not Waka.
Victory! 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 Yeah!
It's cheesy, I love it. I love you cheesy guys. Also, Boda, you were actually, I do believe, off the top of my head, you're actually really freaking useful and I keep you whenever I do Blitzball. And you too, Keepa. Keepa, you are actually, like, really freaking good. Like, I remember keeping you. I really do remember keeping you when I do Blitzball for real.
We sure got the boys worked up, huh?
I remember Keepa actually being really actually fucking good if you do Blitzball.
Stay away from the summoner! You're a bad man!
Lady Yuna, be careful.
But it was really my fault to begin with.
Oh!
Yuna, thank you so much for your help earlier.
I love that she's wearing combat boots. Like, for the rest of her outfit, then combat boots is really funny.
Wasn't I not supposed to? Guess I kind of overreacted.
Oh no, I was overconfident.
It's so funny. Her boots are always funny to
I
me.
saw that Aeon thing. That's amazing.
Really? Do you think I can become High Summoner?
He is keeping suck unless he's 99. Oh no.
Lady
I guess I was just lucky with him because I don't actually remember having a problem with him. It may be that I didn't have. It may be that I had a better offensive team, so that maybe he didn't have to do his job that much. It could be that.
Really?
Because I remember when I did do Blitzball, I used to do like it'd be like me 5, them 1, or them 1, me 2 at the end or whatever. It would never be I lose.
Cute,
yeah, she is cute.
Don't get no ideas.
No promises there, big guy.
Yeah.
Hey, but what if she, like, comes on to me?
Good point.
That's not going to happen.
Ah, shit.
If you get tired, let me know. I had a bed made for you.
Waka, don't cock block. Yeah, it's probably that.
Good. Sleep.
That just means that I do kind of want Keep on my team, though. I know there's a guy pretty early in the game, and his name is Rop. Rop is actually, like, a really good person to, like, recruit early on. I remember. He's an Al Bhed with a green headband.
Where's that boat?
Everyone will find us if it doesn't come soon.
You really sure this is okay?
Would you take me to Zanarkand?
Numrook. Nice.
You said you'd go with me.
Oh, hey,
Titus.
I thought Waka told you not to get any ideas.
Yeah, you're not getting laid.
He did?
Yeah, so you're coming with me.
Oh, you're getting laid. Never mind.
Hey, stop dreaming.
You with
Oh, he's Guado. My bad, my bad.
Even catch a ball. Oh, what's the matter? Gonna cry again? Cry. That's the only thing you're good for.
I hate you.
Huh? What'd you say?
You have to speak loudly.
I hate you.
Huh?
That's the spirit.
Eh.
You can do it.
I hate you!
He's dead, okay? Dead.
Yeah, Dad's about to go bone both of them. You can't have any,
He
unfortunately.
does look a lot like Chapu. I was surprised too, the first time I saw him. But no matter what he looks like, he isn't Chapu. You shouldn't have brought him here in the first place.
Yeah, but he needed our help.
Excuses again?
Yeah, but...
That's it. No more. Enough, Waka.
Poor Waka. He thinks he's fumbling the bad goth
Scary.
bitch. I'd be so devastated
So-
too.
Who's Chapu?
My little brother, Chapu. He looked like you.
He's dead?
He was with the Crusaders when they fought Sin last year. He didn't make it. I first heard on the day of the tournament.
Oh, so that's why.
I became a guardian to fight Sin, yeah?
Revenge, then?
That was the idea. I'm more worried about a stupid game now than avenging my brother. Well, after the next tournament, I'll be a guardian full time. I know it kinda looks like I'm using you, but I'm not.
Don't worry. I mean, I owe you a lot.
It's always the scenes like this that actually remind you
really
that his
help me out, you know?
heart is in
What
the
I
right
mean
place.
is, thanks.
He's just trying, man. Waka's trying. He lost his brother.
Stop. You're embarrassing me.
It's good shit. I like it. There is going to be a short time for Chair stream in just a moment. Let me save. Chair, take it away. I'm gonna actually leave and let's have some music for my little Chair stream break, because it's time for me to take a whiz and all that. But let's see. I don't need to heal it or whatever. We don't need to stay at any inns. Let's do this. Let's get moving.
Hey, sleepyhead. Something I want to give you.
Whoa!
This-
You giving this to me?
This design is so fucking cool. I don't care how impractical it is. I don't care. Anybody who goes like swords in Final Fantasy or lame, I don't give a shit. This is one of the coolest swords Final Fantasy's ever done.
Yuna, right? Why do we gotta
Ever. I don't fucking care. It's so fucking cool.
Calm?
Since then, she's been like a little sister to me and Lulu. But she had the talent. She became an apprentice. Now, today, she leaves as a summoner.
This is our journey. We should leave together.
I would take a beer can sized version of it as like let's say my MP3 player, so that it's like a little statue or something. I don't think I could afford something big.
This isn't a vacation, Yuna.
But if you told me I could have a little statue of it, like a Smash Bros. Little trophy or something, like an amiibo, I would take one. I would take one right now.
Okay,
because I've got stuff like I've got a Mazda RX-8 here because I just love the RX-7 and RX-8. Like I literally I have stupid stuff like that. Nutrisis, I am very far from the fires. Fortunately, the areas that have caught fire a little bit down here did not keep staying on fire. We're okay down here. The nearest fire is a good 2.5 hours away from me, and that nearest fire is not one of the 5 big ones, so I'm okay. We just have to keep walking, or I'm sorry, not walking, keep watching in case something springs up like somewhere else near me. So I'm aware of that. I filled up my car. I'm okay. I'm safe. Give me a second. I'm gonna leave it on the menu, but Chair stream, it's time for a pee break. I will be back in like 2 minutes, guys. Good old pee break. Chair stream, take it away. I need my phone because I got a text to reply to. I will be right back. 2 minutes, guys. Okie dokie. I am back. Alrighty. Let us roll. Let us roll. The only thing that's actually the only thing now that I look at the font of the remaster versus the original.
Here comes one now.
The sizing of the font and the menus is a little weird. That's it. That's the only thing that's a little off. Can I? Oh, I can only attack.
No problem.
Not too shabby. You kept up with him pretty well. Might make a good guardian someday.
That sword is sick as shit.
A flyer. My kind of customer.
I've also really liked that this game did the kind of rock, paper, scissors method, but then it doesn't punish you for switching out characters. Like, dude, that's one of my favorite actual things about Battle. Like, let me swap this character out, and then, like, what if you made the mistake and you didn't swap to the right one? No problem, just quick swap. Like, when you get quick swap, it's one of the best things ever.
That looks like trouble.
Hi, kitty cat.
Ha! Watch this!
I love that also the flans have a bunch of guts you can see on the inside here.
Told ya, only magic can beat that thing. If you can't beat them down, you gotta use magic of an element they don't like.
Magic? Element?
Let's have our black mage show you what I mean. Lou, you're up.
Clueless, aren't you? Good thing I'm here.
I like that he whispers it when I feel like they were gonna have him hide for this fight, and then they realized that he actually should have shouted it.
What about lightning and water?
Lightning and water are opposed, just like fire and ice. This one here is a water fiend, which means...
I just like that he whispered it like, "Ooh, you're up," and she runs from across the map like, girl, I think he was supposed to yell it. However, I like the way they do the tutorials too. It's like, hey, that was a good way of explaining everybody.
Take your time.
Let's get going, man.
We're gonna wait.
Huh?
Are you ready?
I just realized one of the trees in the background of the hill behind Tidus's arm is clipping into the hill.
What's going on?
Oh, it looks like Oblivion. Everything else was fine, but I just noticed that.
It's an ancient custom. People leaving the island pray here for a safe trip. Chappu didn't pray that day. Said he'd miss his boat.
Tidus, titties, I'm gonna have you pray. Be a good dude. Let's be nice. There's no superstitions here or whatever. You already saw sin. You heard people died from sin. If they said, "Hey, my brother didn't pray and he died to sin," you know what? I think I would pray too. And I'm agnostic. I think I would also be like, you know what? I think I'm gonna listen to the man. Does that make sense? Because I feel it does. Oh shit. Kimahri, I'm already traveling with the other fools. I remember this being part of the trailers, though, when they showed this. This was cool as shit. Because you know what he reminds me of? A bipedal, like, Red 13 a little bit. Like, he looks like if Red 13's race got to stand up and stuff like that. Like, a continuation of them. I always thought he looked a bit like that. And I was like, dude, you look cool as shit. Yeah, you look cool. I like you.
What's with that guy?
Kimari Ronso, of the Ronso tribe. He's learned the Fiend's way of fighting.
That's not what I meant.
He's another Yuna's guardians.
Huh?
Sometimes we don't understand him either. Kumari doesn't talk much anyway.
Yuna, you could have just...
He has protected me since I was a child.
Yuna, you literally could have said, Kamari, stop. Yuna, girl, honey. You could have just said, bruh, stop. Thank you. That's my only problem with that scene, just because I'm, oh well, you know, I don't know. Like, excuse me? Excuse me? You were just watching him fuck with me? Girl? I feel like I'm well within my rights to be like, no. I love that those treasure chests tempt us right now, and we don't even get to come back for like 40 hours. See you in like 40 hours, Jess. Oh, it's time for our summon tutorial.
That's your department, right?
True, but why don't we let our summoner show us what she's made of? Your first real battle.
Show us what you're training.
Okay.
This stuff was always cool. Oh, bringing up Final Fantasy 17 when I said, if you're gonna do turn-based combat or whatever, you better bring back some summons that have some crazy animations, man. Sonic Wings, get canceled. I'll just do it. Fuck it. Sonic Wings. And when I say long animations, please don't make it like Final Fantasy 16 where I'm just in a long fall in a cliff and pressing X every 15 seconds. Because almost every Aeon fight or whatever in Eidolon fight, what do they call them in Final Fantasy 16? Almost every fight had both of them falling after each other in at least every scene at some point. And it was like, dude, why? Why is it every scene plays out the same for those summon fights in Final Fantasy 16? Do more! Why isn't Ifrit like running across a jungle for one of them or something like that? Like, and climbing across trees, lighting them on fire for a fight scene or something like that. Come on! I feel like they had one idea and then they stopped with it and it's like, no, do more with it, do more, you did good! You did good with the first, like, Ifrit scene and Shiva scene and stuff, but then as time went on with 16, it just gets longer and longer and it's like, man...
No problem. Leave this one to me, huh? Say goodnight, birdie.
I'm gonna have you do thunder. Thunder! 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 Thundercats! Oh! And I'm just gonna go bonk. Sonic Boom. Miss! I'm gonna go thunder. Oops, I'm sorry, that was Lulu. My bad. I thought that was Titus for a second. My bad. Oh well, we're fine. Hey, Sphere level up. What do you have? Let's see, equip. Vodka. Dude, nice. Why don't you just have that? Dark Touch and Strength Plus. Nice. What a great weapon to have right in the beginning. That's another thing I like about this game, is a little bit about the weapon drops are a tiny bit roguelite. It's not really true to call it that way, but I like that finding weapons from enemies like that can be like that. I need another Final Fantasy like this, where every weapon like this has a couple little changes and things like this. Like, please. What happened? Why did everything... This isn't even that complex. It's just literally a couple little features that are literally only like half an inch deep. And I'm still going, can I get that in my next Final Fantasy, please? I'm desperate. I'm starved. It hurts to have to say that. I don't know if I'm going down this way or not, the right way. Oh, I am. What's over this way? I don't even know what's over this way. Anything? Oh, this is where I came in and we got knocked off the fucking cliff. Never mind. That's where fucking Waka decided to be a dick and almost drowned me. Hey, kitty cat. How you doing? Sorry, buddy. I'm still streaming for a while tonight. I'll play with you in a little bit. I know. I know. I love the music here, and also, is there anything else over here? I feel like there might be, and I might have missed something. There is. Oh, it's just antidote. Is there anything in the water? No, I can't go any more north. Okay. I wanted to be sure that I didn't pass over something out there. I also love the boat design of this game because it's also half machine and then half like steam and wind power. Like, dude, just don't do logic when it's Final Fantasy. Just go crazy. Go nuts. At least when it comes to your technology part. When it comes to the technology of Final Fantasy, you can make it half magic, half technology, no magic, no technology. Just you gotta just pick it and go with it. I like that without the Machina still there, they still kind of like show invention ideas that would be Machina, like the paddle wheel in the back and everything like that of these boats. It just shows what they think is not machinery and what is, and it's like, dude, if you pick one of these aesthetics, you get all these story ideas. 15 didn't get much because it's all I got. I got a Gran Turismo from Maserati as my main car, but then every other car I see is from 1974 Nissan Datsun. And I'm like, what the hell? Final Fantasy 15's cars and vehicles made no fucking sense. Don't we look at boobs? We look at boobs. Yeah, we look at boobs. Yeah, boobs! All right. You're hot as fuck. You're also hot. We also get boobs with you. Like, dude, two hot girls. And also Riku's cute, but unfortunately Riku is like, I think canonically like underage, but it's like, god damn it, why would you do that? Just know that when I was a kid, I was 12 when this game came out. So me crushing on Riku at 12 years old was okay. I'm aware now. I'm aware. It's more like, nah.
Got noble blood.
However, Riku, we can at least say she's still cute. We will say she's cute.
Don't say.
Lord Braska's daughter?
We will at least give Riku that she's cute. And sorry, my opinion carries over from when I'm 12, and I was like, oh, that girl's hot. Sorry.
She's the daughter of High Summoner Braska. You saw his statue at the temple. Lord Braska defeated
It's kind of like
Sin
playing
10
Chrono
years
Cross
ago.
when you're like 10, and you go, oh, kid is
He was
hot.
the heir to a great
Kid is
legacy.
hot, and it's like, wait. Shit. But I was like
It's
also
tough.
10 when that game came out.
Father.
That's not
What
something
is a
about
bit
I'm about to like be like, oh, Riku's the best girl, because literally Lulu exists.
Thanks, Lulu.
We care
I'll keep
about
that in
Lulu.
mind.
We very much care about Lulu. Where'd you go, Lulu? No! I'm very mad that you stick with this guy. But also, I don't exist, so anyway. You know what stunk? Going from Final Fantasy VII to Final Fantasy VIII, and I felt like everybody who liked Rinoa, I was like, she's pretty, but I was like, I feel like you're not as pretty as Final Fantasy VII girls, and I felt bad about that too. Like, I'm sorry, Rinoa. But then I remembered Quistis.
The wind.
I like Quistis.
It's nice.
Quistis is hot as shit. It's a shame that she doesn't have like a really important role in the game though. She really doesn't. She's important in like the beginning. And then Quistis is just kind of like, I'm your instructor. And it's like, ah, shit. I don't know if anybody else feels that way about Quistis. Quistis seems like she had a lot of potential, and then they just kind of forgot about her.
Waka doesn't believe me at all.
Yeah, I like the whips.
But I believe you.
However, to be fair, I also like Castlevania, so
I've heard in Xanarkand
whips can go both ways.
there is a great stadium, all lit up, even at night.
Huh?
Great blitzball tournaments are held there, and the stands are always full.
How do you know that?
A man named Jack told me. He was my father's guardian.
Checked.
I just recently played Symphony of the Night.
His name is Checked.
Amazing!
I love Symphony of the Night so much.
You know, our meeting like this must be the blessing of Yevon.
Sounds like him, but it can't be him.
Why not?
My old man, he died. 10 years ago, off the coast of Xanarkand.
I'm sorry.
He went out to sea for training one day, and never came back. And no one's seen him since then.
Why, that's the day that Jecht came to Spira.
But,
It's true, I first met Jecht 10 years and 3 months ago. I remember that was the day my father left. The date fits, doesn't it?
I like that she's not... She actually has a reason to give him hope. And I love that. They're not crazy, and he's not crazy as well.
Are you not?
I love that this is the moment that he, like, finally has the second that it's like, dude, wait. I'm not crazy? My dad actually did come here. This is like, dude. I also forget the pacing of this game is good. We're 2 hours in, and we also get to wait. Wait a minute. Game? Hello? I'm gonna skip. Okay, it just hit green for some reason. Okay. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. I blame Square Enix on that one. I blame Square on that one. Whatever the fuck happened. I don't know. What the fuck is going on? The CGI is not even playing. I get a green screen when Sin so... What is this? Every other scene was totally fine. What the fuck?
Sin is going for Kilika. We gotta distract him.
What is going on?
Police are in Kilika. Forgive us, Lady Summoner.
What? We get 2 hours in and then this? Oh, now you're gonna show up the fucking Finn. Really? Everything else was fine. Oh. Here's the thing, I can't change video settings in the game because this is an old Square Enix port. I can't do any of that. So, if I wanted to change the game, I gotta quit and restart the launcher and stuff, which I have no idea. I don't even have, there's no options. It's low, medium, high, custom, which custom doesn't give me anything. And then it has just resolution. That's it. If you're wondering what options I possibly have about this, it's none. I have no options. For the Final Fantasy X-2 HD remaster, I'm gonna have to go look at Workshop, I think. I'm gonna do Veil. Yeah, I'll just do Veil for it. Right now. Why not? It's funny because we didn't have any problems with any other CGI cutscenes in this game so far. We had everything working just fine. And then we get here like, wait, what? Sonic Wings? Oh, are you just one? No, okay. Okay, well that worked. Weird. It happens. Okay. Good to know. Wait, didn't... Oh, I did hit it. I was gonna say, did I not attack the, Finn? Ow. How did you not die? Okay, well I'm just gonna focus on Sin because they're gonna kill Valfor anyway. Whatever. Sorry, Valfor, that's fine. It figures. I had a thought. Was I gonna download the PS2 ISO, or was I gonna play the HD remaster? And I said, I have the HD remaster. Why don't I play the HD remaster? I regret my decision a little bit. You know what I might do? What I might do is, when we end today or whatever, I might tomorrow in the morning play all the way to what I got to fast forwarded on PS2 to get to where we're at. We might do that to prevent any more fuckery, if that makes sense. I'm gonna have you kill that guy. And I'll leave one of you alive. Oops, wait, who's attack? Oh, it's Sidus. You can use Cheer. Like, I have no shame about if I have to do that, but we're this early in the game, yeah, I'll do that. It's not that big of a deal for me. We'll just keep going for tonight and see how shit goes. Kitty, you are absolutely gonna get in the way. I love you, but not right now, buddy. You're gonna summon more sin scales, but that's okay, you're almost dead. Other streamers have had this problem too, no problem. Because if I do it with PS2, it'd be PS2 emulation instead, which I know works totally fine. I wouldn't have any problem with flip-flopping to that. The only downside is I would do it off stream, that I would have to get back to where we're at. But I would just fast forward. I could do that. I'll see if there's anything I can do on Workshop or whatever. Waka. There we go. I'll see there might be a fix on Workshop if Workshop is enabled or whatever. It might not be. Someone might have patched it as well. Just because nobody's gonna just put up with this shit. So, I'll look. Good job, Kamari. Oh, there it goes. Okay, so that one actually, it showed for a little bit. I'm just gonna, we'll just skip. Oh, I can't skip. I can't even skip. This time I can't skip it. Weird. And now we're back to normal. Weird. I hope that doesn't happen for other scenes. Please don't let that happen for a bunch of other scenes. Because I bought this game so long ago and I've never seen this happen in my life. Like, please? And if it does keep happening, Square Enix, what the fuck? You took my money and you ran. Oh no, they're beating him up! Oh no! Oh no! I'll look it up. If I can't fix it, I'll fix it with the PS2 way, and we'll just start off with where I leave off tonight with the PS2 version the next time. If all else fails, emulation is the way. I got no problems with that whatsoever. Should I use Cheer? Nah, it doesn't really matter that much. It's the way that I was thinking I was gonna do it in the first place, and I had a gut. I think the worst part is I had the gut feeling. I had the feeling in the back of my mind. I was like, I should probably just emulate it, and I didn't. I regret that I didn't, man. We already have an issue only 2 hours in, like, really? Ah. Should have gone with my gut. Oh well. Hey, Game Overtime, how you doing? We had a nice, fun time with some, cutscene fuckery on the first Sin spawn, or the first Sin encounter. It's nice, we're playing the HD remaster. I'm just gonna attack you. Waka, you're gonna potion yourself. We're also in windowed mode, which I don't know if that's gonna be a problem later. The reason I'm in windowed mode is so I can see chat and do that, and just, I like windowed mode whenever I stream games, because then I like my screen real estate being used up differently and stuff like that. So, I almost never stream a game in full screen. I don't do a full screen on one screen or whatever. It's always been problematic when I do it that way. So, I always have a windowed mode and stuff like that. It could be that I'm in windowed mode that I got problems. It would not be the first time that I've ever heard, like, hey, windowed mode's got some fuckery with cutscenes and old CGI. It would not be the first time I've ever heard of that. Ouch. It sounds like it shouldn't matter, but I've played a bunch of games where old cutscenes, because their set resolution will change the game. If you have a new patch version that doesn't account for that, when the game's CGI is trying to change the resolution for the CGI scene, it fucks with other stuff. I've seen it in a couple oh god, I'm trying to think of the game that I just recently played that did it. It's not Final Fantasy VII. Grandia 2, the CGI cutscenes kept having a different resolution, and sometimes they would crash the emulator if the resolution just wasn't the right amount for when the CGI pre-rendered cutscenes would play versus what your emulator had. See, like this right here. I can skip. I'm gonna skip.
When Sin attacked Zanarkand that day, I woke up in Spira. I kept hoping it would work in reverse, too.
Well, we'll probably do. I'm gonna get to a save spot.
Defeat Sin.
And we'll just save. That'll be the end of stream tonight. That way I can troubleshoot, figure this out, and where I'm going with that. And tomorrow I'm gonna pick up where we're at.
Maybe it was that day.
And that way I can start earlier tomorrow. I started late tonight. I'll start earlier tomorrow. We can do a longer stream tomorrow.
I started to give up hope.
Let me do that.
I was in a foreign world.
It's a better way to do that than try to troubleshoot on stream and then find out I have to, like, do a whole bunch of crap.
Reality, and I was
have to turn off DPI. Now, see, in the settings, I don't have anything other than resolution, windowed mode, and low, medium, high, and that's it. There's no other option in this settings of Final Fantasy HD Remaster, so having to turn off DPI, whatever you're saying, obviously there's a way to do it, but it's not in the default settings. There's nothing that says any. There's not even any toggleable things in this game's settings. So I'm gonna have to fuck with some config files, aren't I?
Here, please allow me to perform the sending.
Thanks, BTA.
Our loved ones. We feared they would become fiends.
Please, take me to them.
This way I'll look up the guide and fix it, though. Because we got two whole right-click XA2's compatibility. Thank you. I am on Windows 11, that's probably it.
We'll go see what we can do to help in town.
We'll do that for the next one and everything. I hope these scenes should play though, because everything else played totally fine. Everything else is totally played fine. I'm gonna see. Let's see. Every other cutscene up until this point played completely, totally normal. So I'm confused. Let's see. We didn't have issues until 2 hours in. So let's just see if this cutscene plays. I think it will, because this is not a in-game rendered one. It's a CGI.
What's ascending? Are we going somewhere?
Let's find out.
You truly are clueless. Are you sure it's just your memory that's the problem? The dead need guidance.
By the way, thank you, Game Overtime. I'll troubleshoot and I'll fix
Filled
this
with
the next
grief
time.
over their own death, they refuse to face their fate. They yearn to live on and resent those still alive. You see, they envy the living.
It's late over here,
And
and I
in time,
actually...
that envy turns to anger, even hate.
I got a friend I gotta check in with the LA fires as well.
Should these souls remain in Spira, they become fiends that prey on the living. Sad, isn't it? The sending takes them to the far plane, where they may rest in peace.
Summoners do this?
I have an extra bedroom in this house right now, and I have a couch as well, so like, if my friend gets back to me and says that like, yes, I did not find a place in LA, if he makes the 2-hour drive down here, he would at least have a house to sleep in. And the gas stations here have gas. Oh, look, we're green. Okay, I saved before this. We'll fix this. We'll fix the compatibility mode. We'll continue off where we left off. Because we can't see it this time after all this. Thank you, Game Overtime. I know where to look over. I know where to look and everything. I appreciate you guys being here. Sorry that this didn't work out as well, but damn it, I figured it out. I shouldn't have done the HD remaster. We'll fix it. I'll fix it and we'll start over from where we're at next stream. Hope you guys have a good one. Enjoy the green. Son of a bitch, Square Enix. Can't you make a PC port that works?